Welcome back, everyone. It's Ben Brock here with Opticare Community Centers. Today we have Colleen with me, and she's going to take us through a chair yoga class. Colleen, can you tell me a little bit about what we should expect today?
Absolutely. So, of course, doing our chair yoga, some of the main things we'll be working on today: flexibility, core strength, and then helping a little bit with stress management. It'll be a great class.
Fantastic. Well, grab a chair, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I know I will. Before engaging in this program, make sure you are in good physical condition and do not suffer from any known disability or condition which would prevent or limit your participation in this exercise program. An examination by a physician should be obtained by anyone prior to commencing a fitness and/or exercise program, or initiating a substantial change in the amount of regular physical activity performed. If you choose not to obtain a physician's consent prior to beginning this fitness program, you should continue at your own risk. It is your sole responsibility to participate in exercises that are appropriate for the current status of your health. It is your responsibility to ask your doctor if this activity is appropriate before participating. This program is not medically supervised, and exercise activities are led by independent fitness instructors or employees of Optum Care. Optum Care Network of Arizona is not responsible for the actions or omissions of the instructors or other program participants.
All right, everyone, welcome in for our class this morning. We're going to be going through our seated yoga practice. So you'll find a chair that feels comfortable, nice and sturdy. This will be the most riveting portion of your whole day. So we're going to scoot to the edge of our seat and make sure we're not too far. We don't want to feel like we're going to fall off, but we're trying to build some core support here. So we're going to be away from the back of the chair. Let's start with our alignment. So our feet are going to be nice and straight. We want to make sure the ankles are directly under the knees and the knees directly behind the hips. So don't let the knees fall out nor fall in, so that we have this nice steady. So I'm actually pretending to kind of hug the knees in, kind of like a thigh master. Or if I had a yoga block, I would put it between the legs and just give a little bit of action. Now what we're going to do is work on the upright posture. So I'm going to push my feet slightly into the ground. You'll notice that sits me upright some. So if I relax the feet without pushing down, it kind of gives me a slump. So I'm not really adhering to this tall spine. So I'm going to begin to push the feet down. Keep that action, because the goal of the chair yoga is to develop strength in the low body. Eventually we can do this more standing. So I'm going to pretend like I'm standing here. The low belly has a lift. My teacher always said zip the tight pants. So I kind of pull those up. And then I'm going to draw the shoulders, the collarbones open. So I have this nice draw across the chest here. Hands can just relax on the thighs, something that feels comfortable to you. And then we're going to be taking this chin and slightly tucking it. So I'm going to pretend like I'm holding a grapefruit under the chin. This is going to open the occipital ridge and give me some nice clearing in the back of the neck. There's a slight toning down of the face. Please don't overdrop the chin. So if you need to, you can practice this in a mirror too. So we're going to have just a slight toning down and the back of the head lifts. We know yoga is just bringing the mind and the body together. So we're going to take a few deep breaths before we get started. And so as we sit tall, we're going to go ahead and inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Let's try that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Now we have the eyes soft, slightly open if you need. We're going to inhale again through the nose. We're going to relax that belly. As we exhale, navel comes to the spine. So again, inhaling through the nose. Relax the belly outward. You can put a hand there if you want. Exhale, navel to spine. Nice belly breathing. So one more. Inhale, relax the belly, drops the diaphragm, opens the lower lungs, gives some nice oxygen content. Exhale, navel to spine, pushes the diaphragm up and helps empty the lungs. So we inhale and exhale. We try and do it a little slower. So we in and exhale a little deeper or a little more fully. Setting the tone for our breathing during the practice, maybe just one or two more. The breath should pass. You should hear a slight audible to the breath. And we begin, we inhale, we're going to circle, we're going to lift the arms, lift the heels, give it a stretch, reach up, exhale, settle the hands. Inhale, big circle, stretch up. Exhale down. And another one, in and out. Good. So we're going to try and keep that breath going. I'll give you reminders along the way. Here, as we're in the chair today, we're going to be working on the major joints. So the hip, knee, ankle, wrist, elbow, shoulder, low back, middle back, and neck, trying to clear all those sticky places where tension starts. So here I'm actually going to begin scooting back in my chair a little bit. I'm going to bring my feet wide, and I kind of have my heels down. It's going to be hard to straighten your legs in a chair, so you're going to have a little bit of a bend in the knees. So I'm going to start, the first part's going to be the hardest to see me do because I have shoes on. But I'm going to take my toes and I'm going to inhale. I'm going to spread my toes. I'll show you with my fingers. And then I'm exhale. I'm going to squeeze my toes in my shoes. So I'm going to inhale, open those toes, exhale, squeeze those toes. Inhale, open them, and exhale, squeeze them. Good. Now the whole foot, I'm going to inhale, pull the whole foot, kind of flexing the toes back, and then exhale, give it a point. Inhale, exhale, in and out. Good. We're going to open the toes oh so slightly now. So not too far, manage whatever hip and knee or ankle conditions that might be occurring. So I'm going to inhale, open them. And then if I can, I'm going to exhale, push the feet in and down, maybe 1 foot on top. Then I'm going to inhale, open it again, and exhale, give it a close. Strong breath in, full breath out. Good. So we're going to bring those legs in. So I'm going to interlace my hands behind one thigh, your choice. So I interlace my fingers under the thigh and I'm going to hold it up. The hands hold the thigh, but the thigh is slightly active and the foot is active as well. I try and create a tall posture. Remember, this bottom foot is still pushing down. So we're trying to remain mindful in the body where it is. So here I'm going to bring the leg up. Now I have two choices. If I have the flexibility or the range of motion, I can cross the foot over the thigh. It just makes it easier and you're not holding it up with the hands. So if I can cross the foot, I do. We're just going to do some ankle circles. If not, this is perfectly fine. I'm just kind of holding it up and it can be whatever depth works for you. So I'm going to show you with the cross leg first. So I'm going to just take the foot and a good breath. I'm going to circle. I want to picture that the toe is going around a clock and I'm trying to get every number on the clock. So I take some good breaths. And then I reverse. So really nice breath helps oxygenate the blood. We are kind of giving us, that's how we get that kind of yoga upliftment, is the breath and the blood oxygen. So I can do it that way or this is the other way. Okay, so you have your choice. So I do rub my knee just a little bit to get some circulation again. This is really good done like right before you get out of bed or early in the day, maybe if you've been sitting a while. So I'm going to inhale, bring the leg up. Exhale, extend the leg. I'm going to do that twice more. Inhale, just kind of pumping the tissue with the blood and the oxygen. Exhale. And you'll bring the leg up to your height, what works for you. And exhale. Good. I'm going to bring it down. We have the other side to do, so I'm interlacing my fingers under that thigh. Inhale, lift that leg, tall spine, please. Your choice. Foot can stay here. You can cross that ankle. Go ahead and begin to turn the ankle. Maybe reversing it. I'm going to give a little warmth to that knee. So just try and encourage some circulation. Interlace behind the thigh once again, sitting nice and tall. Inhale to bring the leg in. Exhale to extend the leg out. Inhale, we're going to bring it in. Slight pause of the breath. Exhale. One more. In and out. Good. So there's the legs a little bit. So we're just working on kind of getting everything open. We'll do the wrist, elbow, and shoulders rather quickly. Hands come up, palms are wide, fingers pull to the face. Make sure the shoulders are down, elbows are in, chin is tucked. So I'm remaining with my posture, feet push down, so I remain tall in the spine. I'm going to inhale, thumbs in, squeeze the fingers, exhale. In and out. In and out. Open the hands again. Inhale. Fingers to wrist. Exhale. In. Out. In and out. Good. We're going to turn those palms up. We're going to put the thumb on the palm, close the fingers, and on your exhale, you're going to show me your muscles. So you're going to give it a nice squeeze, pull it in. So we're going to inhale, open it up. Exhale, give it a squeeze in. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, squeeze. This just helps open. Now, fingertips on the shoulders, and I'm going to bring the elbows together. Inhale, I'm going to take a circle. Bring those arms out and exhale. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Now I'm going to reverse. Inhale, big circle. Exhale. In. Out. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last piece of this. Inhale, I'm going to stretch those arms up. And exhale, relax them down. We're actually going to do that twice more. It feels really good. You'd be surprised. Inhale, or maybe you'll be surprised. Exhale. Final one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Release that down for just a moment. Now we're going to take and work with the spine. So we did hip, knee, and ankle, wrist, elbow, and shoulder, just getting all those sticky places where the joints are. I'm going to take my seat maybe a little closer to the edge. Again, make sure that you feel comfortable. You don't have a chair that's going to tip forward. So you're going to, make those adjustments on your own. I do have my feet slightly open for this, kind of like a goddess stance, if you would, similar to a horse stance, toes in. So here I have my hands on my thigh, and I'm going to begin cat-cow and some twisting for the spine. So first, just an inhale and begin to lift. I'm stretching navel to chin. Then exhale, round, tailbone to top of the head. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. So I'm getting some of that sacrocranial fluid moving. Inhale, getting the spine to relax. One more like that. So I draw in, navel to spine, and then I open, arch, chin up, chest open, look up. Now I'm going to round, but we're going to take it one step further. We're going to start a twist. So if you have anything fused in the back, you're going to do very mild twisting. So know your body. As you're ready, navel to spine, we're going to begin to turn. I do have a rounded spine, and I'm going to turn. Sure, if I can bring that elbow to the thigh, I will. Draw one shoulder. I am trying to stack shoulders. If it's okay on my neck, I'll look over. If it's not, I just stay looking to the side. Then I come back to center. Inhale, arch. And round, and exhale, give it a turn. Inhale. And round, and exhale. So don't pull with the shoulders. We're actually trying to turn in the abdomen, the organ cavity. That's what we're targeting. Inhale. So I lift, open the region, pull it in, exhale. One more each side. In. And out. Next one, inhale, and round, exhale. Good, inhale, come to center, and kind of roll back up. Okay, we're gonna take the next one here, leave the legs as they are, so we're gonna do a side body. So we kind of did the front and the back. Now we're gonna do up and down the sides, so from the armpits to the hips. So I'm gonna start hands on thighs, and I'm gonna take my elbow of my choice and put one elbow on one thigh. So make sure this is okay with the shoulder. I have a gentle drawing open. I want to keep this nice and straight here in the front, that pectoral open. I'm going to draw open to the side. So the other hand, I can go ahead and place on the hip. And I'm going to use to kind of start opening. This hand that's on the thigh is active. So it's not kind of hanging out. If I make it active, it engages the tissue onto the bone. So very important. So I'm going to keep that activeness coming down, navel to spine, drawing open with the ribs. So this is kind of step one. I'm going to give you different phases. It'll be up to you to decide how far you move. Always do it in a safe manner. So hand on the hip is kind of stage one. Stage two, I like to say, I pledge allegiance. So we kind of roll that pectoral open, hand on the stern, on the pecs here, and use that to draw open. If I'm okay, I can do the next one, hand behind the ear. Again, I'm trying to draw open with the ribs and the pecs. I don't want to just pull with the elbow and the shoulder. So I'm going to try and draw open towards the sky. Now, if that's okay, it does get deeper. Again, you're going to choose. I'm going to reach over the head. Hand is active. It's not floppy. So I have mind in the hand, and I'm drawing up and open. Last one would be, this one's the most difficult. You would slide that hand down to the thigh. I recommend maybe just keeping here, knowing where you're going. Push this hip down, stretch. We'll just take a breath here. You can put the hand anywhere you like. Then we're going to inhale, and we're going to come back up. You'll notice kind of a whoosh of warmth, maybe, or opening along that side body. So just rest in the middle. It actually feels quite nice. So here we'll do the other side. So whatever side you didn't just do that side. So switching sides, elbow on thigh. Remember that hand stays active, opening in the shoulder. So we're not kind of dumping in the shoulder. Hips try and stay level. You'll notice one hip wants to come up. So I'm pressing one hip down, navel to spine, drawing, pulling those ribs back. And my choice, hand on hip, open to the side, draw with that pectoral. Step 2, maybe I pledge allegiance style, hand at the pec, kind of opening up. Third would be hand at the head, drawing open with the arm over the head. And I'm trying to press this hip down and lengthen to the armpit. If I want to find that extension, I reach an active arm over my head. The full extension, right? Hand down to the leg. That's pretty intense. So you might just stay at one of these levels. Take a breath. Inhale slowly, coming out. Exhale, sit in the middle. Just feel the residual. Okay, so the next one, we're going to go ahead and bring those feet back close. And so what we've done, if you notice, we've opened all the major joints. Now we're going to build some heat in the body. So we do want some internal warmth occurring. This helps keep all the internal fluids nice and loose instead of like cold molasses. So we do want them moving. So we're going to start. Again, doesn't go away. Feet straight, pushing down. I create my tall spine. Knees are hugging in, so don't let the legs flop open. There's this interior draw. The low belly is lifting. The chest is open. So I'm going to start with this piece. Now with the hands, I'm going to bring them out in front. Ideally, you might do this if you had like a yoga block at home. You'd put it between the hands. But you don't have to. You can just visualize it. So I'm going to picture kind of pressing something. I can't collapse the hands, but I'm drawing in. The second thing I'm doing is I'm going to try and draw the arm bone into the socket. I'll show you from the side for a second. So the tendency is this arm bone comes off. You'll see the scapula moves off the spine, off the back. So I'm going to see if I can draw that arm into the socket instead of out. So you can play with that range or that motion. So hands are here holding that block. I draw in. You'll notice that opens the chest, push the feet. I'm going to bring the hands. Now this is actually a lot of core work just to sit like this. So you can stay here for a minute and start to sweat because of the effort. If you want more, we're going to take one straight line, hips, heart, and head, and we're going to lean back in one straight line. So I'll show you from the front and from the side. So I take an inhale, lengthen up, exhale, get strong, and then I can begin moving back using my breath, long spine. So I'll show you from the side. Hopefully I'm aligned. So I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I want to be nice and straight, kind of coming up and leaning back. So I'm using my core, not my back. If I feel this in my back, I'm not using my core. So I'll come up to the place where my back doesn't feel it and I can engage that core. So I'm actually gripping here and trying to rest back. And I would hold in that position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift the chest, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now inhale, come up and just rest the hands on the thighs, elbows, and exhale, release. Good, so we're gonna do that actually again, trying to build some of that internal heat. I'm gonna add tracks or layers to this. So you're going to take it to the layer that works for you, for your body today. So yoga is about not doing any harm. So always trying to bring in a better space in the body. So hands here, remember to bring those shoulders in, tall spine, feet push down. So I have that same thing. I lift the hands, lift the sternum slightly, engage that core, rest back. Now my choice, I can bring one leg up. Don't let the knee fall out. It has that same inner hugging in, doesn't cross the midline. Foot nice and straight. And we hold for a couple of breaths, maybe 2, 3 breaths. And we'll come back down and we'll rest. Well done. Okay, we're almost there, so let's hang in there. Hands come in. If you're fatiguing, you're just going to work with those feet pushing down and holding up a tall posture. It's actually a lot of core building just staying there. If you want to, we can lean back and you can try the other leg. The full thing would be both legs. That's pretty adventurous. So we're going to lift the hands, lift the chest, lean back. One tall spine. My choice or your choice, if you want to lift the other leg, navel in. This should be from the core and not the back. If it's coming in the back, you'll come out and readjust. Hug that knee in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and you can rest. Good. So we're coming up. Let's do our final little piece. This is going to be a gentle twist, both directions. So you're just going to, hopefully you have a chair that doesn't have arms in it. If it does, I guess you can kind of hold onto the arms. But I'm going to give a little travel around and I'm going to come and sit on either side of the chair that you choose. The one arm is on the back and the other arm is kind of holding the side. Now my feet still push down. I have a tall spine. I'm going to inhale, engage that core. On the exhale, excuse my back while I give a little turn. Navel to spine. I'm trying to turn the navel to the back of the chair here. Chin can turn if it's okay on the neck. So we're going to just take a couple of breaths here. And then we're going to unwind. Sit for a moment, release. And then we go around to the other side. So here, taking that one arm on the back of the chair, taking the other arm on the side of the chair. Push the feet down, inhale, lengthen up, navel in, excuse my back, exhale, give it a turn. My choice, how far that neck turns. Remember, not to do any harm, so we're just finding a nice increase range of motion. Good breath. And then I come back out and I release. And then we come back to center. So we always finish the way we started. So feet straight, just being mindful of our body, knees hugging in, navel in, shoulders back. We inhale, we're going to sweep up with the hands, lift the heels. Exhale, clear down. Inhale. Exhale. In. And hands come down. Taking a breath. And releasing, staying calm. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day.